Adiom to everyone. Welcome to our mental hygiene class to sit with the mind. I was just explaining that every one of us loves to look in the mirror and see how our physical body looks. Yes, so we can improve. Now, when we sit for meditation, what are we doing? We're giving ourselves that opportunity to watch our beautiful mind, right? How many of us know how our mind looks? Right, so meditation is that journey to turn the senses inwards and then start to see what's coming up and then learning how to concentrate the mind. And once we learn to concentrate the mind gets quieter as we're reading in the sutras. The mind gets quieter, it gives us a glimpse of the true spiritual being who we are. So we understand we have a body, we have a mind, and we are a spiritual being living within this mind, within this body. So we can quiet the body first. That's the fundamentals Patanjali says. He says our pose must be comfortable. So let's stretch your legs out, wiggle the legs, and when you cross your legs back, get into a very comfortable pose where you can keep the spine tall. If you're using a chair, make sure you have something to prop you up at the lower back so the spine can remain tall as possible. And when you have that comfortable pose, bring the palms onto the knees, touch the tips of the thumbs to the tip of the index fingers. Close the eyes softly. Bringing the whole body into stillness before we can quiet the mind. The yogis teach we must quiet the body first. Take your awareness to the right foot from the toes to the heel. The right foot is still. To the left foot is solid. To the entire right leg from the toes, passing the calf, the knee, the thigh to the right hip girdle. The entire right leg is immovable. To the entire left leg, toes all the way up to the hip. The left hip, the entire left leg is solid. To the pelvic floor, the glutes, the lower back, the front of the pelvis, the entire pelvic floor is grounded. To the entire back from the glutes to the shoulders, the entire back is still. To the right hand, fingertips to the wrist, right hand is rigid. To the left hand is steady. To the entire right arm, fingertips passing the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the upper arm, to the right shoulder blade. The entire right arm is immovable. To the entire left arm, fingertips to shoulder, the entire left arm is steady. Bring the awareness to the neck is motionless. To the head is completely still. Take your awareness to the whole body and imagine the whole body is like a statue, immovable, stable. As the physical body moves into stillness more and more, as time progresses, let's still the mind. Bring the mind into the present moment, to your amazing breath at the entrance of the nostrils. Try not to control the breath, just witness it moving in and out. As humans, we are conditioned to ignore the breath. The breath never ignores us. Appreciating the presence of this amazing breath which keeps us alive. Sensitize the mind a little bit deeper. See if you can identify the slight temperature change of the breath. The incoming breath is slightly cooler. The outgoing breath with the karmic purification is slightly warmer. Move the concentration of your mind to the breath in the rib cage. Try not to alter the movement of the rib cage. Just witness it. As we inhale, our rib cage naturally makes a small movement up and out. And as we exhale, the rib cage naturally makes a small movement in and down. Stay in the present moment with the breath in the rib cage now. Move the concentration of the mind to that muscle which separates the thoracic organs from the abdominal organs. We refer to it as the diaphragm. Imagine you can see that amazing muscle, and as you inhale, the diaphragm flattens. And as you exhale slowly, the diaphragm makes a small little dome shape upwards. Stay in the present moment with the movement of the diaphragm now. Move the focus of the mind to the breath in the abdomen. Try not to control the movement of the abdomen. Just witness it. As we inhale and exhale, the abdomen naturally makes a small movement out and in. Stay in the present, with the breath in the abdomen now. And now I want you to allow your mind to follow the pathway of the breath from the entrance of the nostrils down to the abdomen and back up. As you inhale slowly, feel the cool air entering, the chest moves up and out, the diaphragm flattens, abdomen move either out or in. As you exhale slowly, abdomen move either out or in, the diaphragm dome shapes, chest moves in and down, warm air leaves the nostrils. Keep following the pathway of the breath from the entrance of the nostrils down to the abdomen and back up for the next minute now. After the next exhalation, warm air leaving the nostrils. I want you to now perform Ketri Mudra or the tongue lock. Press the tongue to the back of the upper teeth, or maybe middle of the upper palate, or maybe your tongue can curl a little bit further back. Keep that beautiful pressure against the upper palate. And as the air passes the epiglottis of the throat, move into Ujjayi Pranayam, the ocean breath. I'll exaggerate it. Breathe slowly as possible and allow your mind to dwell into the soothing sound of the breath. At any time, if the tongue gets tired, feel free to return the tongue to the bottom of the mouth for a few seconds and then curl it back up. Whenever we go near the ocean and the waves are relaxed and soothing, it relaxes our nervous system. Let the ocean breath relax the whole mind, body, organism now. After the next exhalation, I want you to return the tongue to the bottom of the mouth and move into the opposite of Ujjayi Pranayam, Mona Pranayam. Mona is silent, silent breathing. Breathe as slowly as possible without strain and as silently as possible, and allow your mind to dwell into the silence of the breath now. Keeping the breath silent, I want you to gaze into the center of the eyebrow. And as you gaze there, I want you to choose an object that comes second nature for you. It can be a person, a building, a number, a letter, whatever you choose. Choose a thought pattern. And I want you to try and hold that image in the center of your mind for at least 12 continuous seconds. Don't let your image fluctuate. Don't let other thought patterns enter your mind. only your image. Harnessing your concentration power on your image now. Excellent. Now I want you to let the image go. Even if you are just aware of it continuously for 5 seconds, 6 seconds, that's improvement. With time, it gets better, better, better. If you were able to do it longer than 12 seconds, amazing. Now bring your awareness to your Hridayakash, yogis call it, the heart space. That space behind your breastbone and in front of your backbone. That space above the diaphragm and below the clavicle. Bring your awareness to the heart space and see the heart space expands as you inhale, deflates as you exhale. Stay in the heart space now. In that heart space, I want you to imagine someone whom you genuinely love. Somehow the universe, divinity, God has brought this person in your life to invoke this amazing love. It can be a parent, it can be a child, a spouse, it may be a pet. Choose a living entity that increases amazing love that you have in the heart space. See their facial expression. Now I want you to leave the heart space and imagine in front of you, about a foot or 2 feet in front of you, the size of a tennis ball. Imagine the beautiful planet Earth. The planet Earth, the size of a tennis ball in front of your heart space. It has the continents, North America, South America, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia, Antarctica. You see the planet in front of you suspending in the air, about a foot and a half or 2 feet in front of your heart space. Bring your awareness back to the heart space, to that smiling face, that person, a living entity whom you genuinely love. Feel the love this living entity has for you, you have for that living entity. And I want you to redirect that love from your heart to as many plants and trees that are on the planet Earth. Think of as many plants and trees, if even if they're on different continents. The plants and trees produce the oxygen for us to breathe in. In turn, they transform the carbon dioxide we breathe out, turn it into oxygen. Redirect your love to as many plants and trees on the planet Earth now. Bring your awareness back to the heart space, to that smiling face, that living being whom you genuinely love. Remember a time when both of you are extremely happy together. And I want you to redirect that love, that happiness from your heart to the planet Earth, this time to as many animals that are on the planet Earth. Think of different animals on different parts of the continents, different parts of the globe. The animals are on the planet to we should live with them harmoniously, protect them. Think of as many animals that are on the planet. Redirect your love to them. Bring your awareness back to the heart space, to that smiling face, that living being whom you genuinely love. Just being in their presence brings so much joy, peace to the heart. Feeling that joy and peace in the heart. And I want you to this time to redirect your love to as many family members that you have on the planet, even if they're on different continents. Close family members, extended family members, aunts, nieces, uncles. Take your time, bring your facial expression one by one, and redirect your love to them now. Bring your awareness back to the heart space, to that smiling face, that living entity whom you genuinely love. I want you to mentally embrace them, thanking them for being with you in this incarnation through your ups and downs, feeling that great appreciation for them. And this time, redirect the love to as many friends that you have on the planet Earth, even if the friends are on different continents, friends of the present, friends of the past. Bring your facial expression one by one, redirecting your love to them now. Excellent. Bring your awareness back to that smiling face and the heart. And I want you to remember a time when you and that being whom you love so much did something positive together for the betterment of the planet. And this time, I want you to redirect that love from your heart to the planet itself. The planet provides us with gravitational pull. The planet provides us with so many gifts, water, food. Redirect your love to the planet with its 7 continents. Love the planet. Instead of exploiting the planet, we want to love the planet. The planet loves us so much. Excellent. Bring your awareness back to the heart space and recognize that person whom you genuinely love is an extension of God. Recognize God is within their heart, and God is within your heart, and that's where the love is coming from. I want you to mentally embrace that person once again, thanking them for being with you over the last few minutes. And let the image of that person go. And as you sit still in silence, recognize right next to you is God in the heart, Paramatma, feeling that love from divinity constantly within you. You are not in this incarnation alone. Sit in stillness, feeling the love from God in the heart space now. Bring your awareness back to the center of your eyebrows. And as you gaze there, I want you to contemplate the phase of life you're living at this moment. When each and every one of us does that, we'll find an aspect of our lifestyle we want to improve upon. The yogis understood life is a journey. We're always trying to improve more and more, the heart space, bring it into the mind. Find an aspect of your lifestyle that you want to improve. And when you find that aspect, mentally formulate a short positive phrase for it. An example is, I water the plants more regularly. Be specific. You know where you're at in your evolution. I am kinder to certain types of people. Plant your short positive phrase in your mind space 3 times now. And then bring your gaze back to your amazing breath. That breath that never ignores us. That breath which is an extension of God's love to us. That breath which will allow our body and mind to move through space and time to manifest that desire. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale slowly. Grateful for the breath. Breath to normal. Become aware of the room you're sitting in. Any external noises. Move the fingers slowly. Bring the palms to the heart. Let's chant the Om mantra together once. Om. And lower the brain, the skull, the jaws, everything towards your higher self, the Atma, that spiritual being, that being who resides right next to Paramatma, who has so much love to share to the world, to the planet, to the family, the friends. Namaste. Lift the head, open the eyes. Thank you all so much for joining us. Now just take your meditation into our world outside. Redirect your love to the plants, the animals, the family, the friends. That's who we are on a deep inner core. That's who we are. My teacher used to say, we cannot wait for the world to change. We can change, right? We change our heart space and just be an example for love and compassion to the planet. Have a beautiful, loving weekend. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Same time, same place as we continue with our sutras. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Antoinette. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Thank you, Helen and Zaline. Thank you, Yumiko.
Thank you.
Mahalo, Mai. Thank you, Orit. Thank you, Subin. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Hari Om Tat Sat.